Hello and welcome to review of set 76920, the Ford Mustang Dark Horse. If you're new, please make sure to subscribe. This set was first released March 1st, 2024 and retails for £21 or $26 in America, and it is probably the most popular out of the March 1st Speed Champion sets. That's just in my opinion. However, I think it is the opinion of a lot of others. On the front of the box, you have the Lego logo, the Speed Champions logo, and the Ford logo, along with a render of the car, along with the age rating, the piece, not the piece number, the set number, and the name. However, on the American box, you will also have the pieces as well. Moving on to the back of the box, you have another render of the car from behind, which is showing off a lot of that detail, and by the looks of it, the way they've managed to get the boot looks amazing. You have a render of the car from the front along with the actual car as well, and to get in this box it is going to be a thumb tab, so let's open up this box and see what's inside. So inside this box you have 4 bags of Lego, the loose base building blocks for the car, along with a little alloy pack which has 2 different types, as you can see in there, a small sticker sheet which is fairly small compared to most Speed Champion sets, along with the instruction manual which is pretty meaty for a set of this size. And inside the instruction manual you have the other sets in this line, which I should have reviews out on all the others as well, along with the taskbar going along the bottom and showing you when you've completed a step, which is really quite a cool feature. So I'm going to get this built up and I'll catch you in a second. Okay, so it is now all built up. There is a minifigure, I've just lost it, so yeah, it's a pretty basic Speed Champion minifigure. You got the general torso. The hairpiece is quite cool for this one. Haven't seen that hairpiece before, but it's really quite good. So yeah, I have unfortunately lost that, but let's have a look at the vehicle. I will be using Captain Antilles as the substitute minifigure because that is the only obvious solution. So starting off with the front of the car, it's very well done. The way they get these angles is really quite impressive. You need to build it to actually see properly, as they use clips just to get the angle. It's really quite cool. These are on an angle using the action piece you got on the the DC minifigure series a few years ago, so it's quite a good piece there. And these are mainly all stickers. However, there is some printed bits which I don't really get, which, yeah, it doesn't make 100% sense to me if you can print, if you've got a printed piece with print on but you still add a sticker. It just doesn't make sense. But you've got a very nice logo on the front. You do have to line everything up properly, otherwise it just won't connect in. There's very fine margins which does allow for no gaps, which does make it look exceedingly good at the front. Moving on to the hood or the boot or the bonnet or whatever you want to call it, it's pretty basic. It's not many bricks, there's not really any detail there, but the way they managed to do it, this just clips on. Let's see if I can take it out. So it just clips onto these 2 rods there using quite simple clips. So it's quite cool how they managed to get that to work, and it just gets the different depths, as you can see there slightly. I'm not sure how well it shows on camera, but there are different heights, which does give it that extra little bit of detail. Moving on back to the doors, they unfortunately don't open. These are mainly all sticker pieces as well, so nothing too special there. Quite cool how they've got down here to work. It's these slanted bits with the edge. I don't know how to fully describe it, but they've done that a really nice little corner there just to give it that extra bit of depth. Then you got this bit down here, which is like the footwell, the light, I don't know what you want to call it, but you can see the studs on the bottom. That's the same for both sides, so bit not the best there. I don't know if it looks better with or without. If you have it without, you got these studs showing, which you don't really want, but it's the best they could do in the circumstances. Moving on back again, the rear windshield, it's another clip piece, so similar to the hood, but it's clipped at an angle, which is really quite good. I love these new pieces. I haven't seen these before. It's like these slanted bits which go down, however they're just completely flat, which I think do just help the set a little bit, so it's really quite cool to see those. I've seen them in the other Speed Champion sets I've been building as well. Moving on back, you got some good angles here. The boot, which I said when opening it, is probably the coolest way they've managed to get this, as just the pure angles. This is the same piece as that. They're both printed, so it doesn't really matter which one you get. It is quite fiddly to do because it's very low tolerance, so it's quite annoying if you don't get it right first time. And you got the exhaust, which are just candles, and you can just position them slightly if you wish. So inside the vehicles you have 2 seats, the steering wheel on the left, and some screens in there. I'm not sure how well you can actually see them. I'll try and position the camera. So you can kind of see the screens. They are both sticker pieces. Unfortunately, they're not printed. However, there's little bits of information on there, which is quite cool. This is clipped in. That is a brick bit. And for the gear shift, for the gear lever, it is just a microphone, which is quite a cool piece of piece, and it's quite well used there. And now let's have a look how well a minifigure fits inside. So for this, Captain Antilles has a beautiful new hairstyle, a bit like Ron Weasley. He fits quite well. You will be able to fit a second one next to him, and you don't get 2 minifigures in the set, you only get 1. So if you put 2 in and give 2 seats, it would make sense to put 2 minifigures. However, you do only get 1. The roof just clips on quite easily and adds that overall sleek design. You can see the minifigure in there slightly from all angles, which is quite cool, and it's a pretty good display piece nonetheless. So overall, this is probably my favourite so far out the ones I've built. It's just probably the better display piece, and it's a car you have a chance of owning rather than some of the F1 cars, that's in my opinion. But it's a really quite cool car and a really good set nonetheless. A few things are, there's a lot of stickers. I don't like this bit down at the bottom, as it just doesn't work as well as it could, and it's quite a fiddly build. However, it does manage to achieve great angles being so fiddly. So that's going to be it for this video. If you're new, please make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.